Hello and welcome to Lamplight Crochet. My name is Laura and I'm glad you joined me. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this coaster. Okay, I've made two of them. One in white with a red trim, and I've made another one in white with a blue trim. And that's the one I'm going to be showing you how to make today. So I'm using 4-ply medium worsted weight Red Heart Super Saver yarn. So if you want to join me, grab some white Red Heart Super Saver, red and blue in 4-ply medium worsted weight. You'll also need an H hook, which is a 5mm hook, a sharp pair of scissors, and a yarn needle for weaving in the ends. Before we go on to that, I want to direct you to my video tutorial on how to crochet this Patriotic can cozy. You can find two videos, part 1 and part 2, on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is called Lamplight Crochet, very easy to find. Just type it into the bar and you'll find it real easy. I have two video tutorials there on how to make this, part 1 and part 2. They're right together on the page, so you'll see them. And you'll also find the link to my Facebook page below this box, okay, below this video box, in the description box below. Please subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and click like, and I will show you how to make many projects. This one in particular I'm using for 4th of July because I'm making it in patriotic colors. However, you can choose any color you want to decorate your living room with, or wherever you need a coaster. Alright, so now let's begin. In order to begin this project, we are going to start with a magic circle. So taking your H hook, we want to wrap the yarn around the upper 2 fingers and cross over, hold it, place the hook underneath the top strand, pull the bottom strand through, and then grab here in order to keep it as an open circle. Alright, so now we have a magic circle, and we're going to chain 1 in order to hold it there. Alright, and to start crocheting, we need to now do 7 single crochet in the inside of this ring. So we're going to place the hook down in, wrap it around, 1, 2, and you can pull this circle up a little bit with the tail in order to manage it a little better, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we have 7 single crochet. So we want to pull the tail in order to tighten it down into a circle without any hole in the middle. So we're going to tighten it so there is no hole in the middle and put the tail toward the back. Now we're going to take this circle and we're going to connect it to the very first single crochet with a slip stitch. So we place the hook down in the very first single crochet, wrap around, pull all the way through, and there is our slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 1, and in order to begin round 2, now we're going to begin in the same stitch as the slip stitch chain 1, okay? So in this round, we want to begin with 2 single crochet all the way around. So we're going to actually put 2 single crochet in that same place. 1, 2, we want to increase this ring in size by 2 in every stitch around. Next stitch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, now we're on our last one, 13 and 14, and then we went to join with a slip stitch to the very first single crochet and chain 1. Very good. Now we're ready for the next round. So in the next round, we're going to place a single crochet in the very first stitch again, okay, and then we're going to place 2 in the next one. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next single crochet is just a 1 And in the next one, it's 2 more. 1 in the next one. 2 more in the next one. So we're increasing. 1 more in the next one. 2 more in the next one. Okay, 1 in the next. Now 2. 1 in the next. 2 in the next one. 1 in the next. And 2 in the next one. Very good. All right, we're going to join again at the first single crochet, and that was a slip stitch join and then a chain 1. In this round, we'll be doing 1, 1, 2. That's the pattern for this round, is 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. So we need to start in the very first slip stitch chain 1 space. So there's 1 single crochet there. The next one, 1 single crochet, and then 2 in the next one. And then we'll just continue that around, and I'll meet you back at the next round, into the next round. We're at the very end of round 4, so we're going to join with a slip stitch in the very first single crochet of the last round. All right, and we're going to chain 1, and then round 5 will be, the pattern will be 3 single crochets, and then 2 in the next one. So remember, beginning in the slip stitch chain 1 space, we're going to start there. So we have 1, 2, 3, and then in the next one we'll do 2. Again, 1, 2, 3, and then the next one is 2. And then we'll just continue around there, and I'll meet you back at the end of round 5. Okay, we've reached the end of round 5, so now we're ready to start round 6 with the color. And I've attached the blue here. You can attach any color you want. I'm specifically making these for 4th of July, so I'm making this one blue. The first one I made was red. So now the way that we want to create our loops around, there should be 18 loops by the time you're finished, is to bring up the blue yarn into the slip stitch where you're connecting, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you want to skip a stitch, skip the next one, and slip stitch into the one after that. So we have a slip stitch there, and you're making a loop, see there? 1, 2, 3, skip the next one, go down into the next one, and slip stitch. All right, again, 1, 2, 3 chains, skip the next stitch, down into the next stitch. And so you just do that all the way around, and then you connect with a slip stitch inside this first ring. So I will continue this all the way around, and you can too, and then I will meet you back at the end of round 6. Okay, we're back to the beginning after doing round 6 with the color attached. And now we're going to do a pattern in each single loop, which will create a petal. And that will be finishing up this coaster. The pattern will be slip stitch, which we've already done, into the first loop here. And then we're going to chain 1. We're going to single crochet, half double crochet, which is loop around, inside the loop, pull up, loop around, and through all 3. Then we want to do a double crochet, which is pull through the first 2, pull through the second 2, and then a half double crochet again through all 3, and then a single crochet. Okay, as soon as we finish that petal, then we will travel on to the next loop, and we will slip stitch inside of it, chain 1, repeat our pattern, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, pull through 2, pull through 2 more, half double crochet, and then single crochet. Okay, see how that creates a graduated rise and fall. So we go on to the next loop and we slip stitch, chain 1, and we just repeat this pattern in every single loop around to make petals for our flower of slip stitch, chain 1, single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, and then slip stitch into the next loop. All right, so I'll meet you back around at the end of round 7 where we will have finished our coaster, and you will have 18 loops all the way around. Okay, so we've reached the end of this round that we have done every single petal in blue, and we want to slip stitch. The very last thing that you do is slip stitch down into that beginning loop once again to join it and make it look like it's endless petals. Then when you slip stitch, you just pull that yarn on through like that to finish it off. And then the very last thing that you'll want to do is to thread your yarn onto your yarn needle and weave in the loose ends at the very back inside the same color. Okay, so just turn that over. I'm not going to do that right now, but all you would do is just weave back and forth like a sewing machine would do, and then snip it off. And weaving in always holds yarn. Don't be ever afraid not to weave in. Try to stop tying knots if you're tying knots, and it will stay just fine, no problem. So here we have a set of 2 Patriotic coaster set, and you can make them any color you want year-round to decorate your home with. I just want to remind you to check out my Facebook page where you can find the tutorials on how to make this can cozy. Patriotic can cozy is what it's called. There's a part 1 and part 2 video on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is called Lamplight Crochet. So thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.